This conference will now be recorded.
Don't start. I haven't asked you to start. I asked you to shut down. Okay. So it's going. What is happening after this?
Shutdown option is not shown, sir.
You are
Close
able to
login is
log in.
showing. Yes. Try. Rebooting is done.
So you might have added a reboot script, it seems, in cron tab.
Yes, sir.
So it's working, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is there anything which
No,
you
sir.
want me
No,
to
sir.
debug?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's say if it's rebooting again and again, and you are not able you are not able to resolve the issue, then go ahead and edit the grub and go into single user mode by editing that line where you can mention init equals to bin bash.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Init equals to slash bin slash bash. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else is having any problem? Ravi, have you tried that? Ravi, are you there?
It is continuously rebooting again and again, sir.
Yep. So you need to in single user mode you need to modify the cron tab once again.
Yes, sir.
Please refer the yesterday's video.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So Ravi, are you there? Ravi, if you're saying something, you are on mute. It seems I'm not able to hear you.
Yes, sir.
So which practical you have performed yesterday? Yes, sir. Tell me. Yes, you were audible when you were saying something.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Sir, am I audible? Sir, I have joined my mobile, sir, actually. Hello?
Yes, you're audible, Ravi. Ravi, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So what practical you have
Yes,
performed
sir.
yesterday? Ravi, I'm asking a question. I'm not asking how you have joined. Okay, no problem. So let me say the marks of the people who has attended the last mock interview. Ravi Kumar, actually that was happened of how many marks? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is having 11 marks out of 11, and 1 marks was for self introduction. Who was able to introduce themselves correctly? They have been given 1 marks. Some people are not able to explain even about their background and all, so they have given no marks. No marks for that. So Ravi Kumar has got 3 marks. Varsha has got 6 marks. Anisati has got 9 marks. Prasanna has got 6 marks. Monali Gupta has got 9 marks. Ajit has got 10 marks. Karuna has got 0 marks. Kranti has got 3 marks. Sai Kiran has got 8 marks. Saim has got 10 marks. Likit has got 8 marks. Akhil has got 1 marks only. That too only in communication. Self introduction. That's it. And Mallikarjun has got 4 marks. Venkata has got 2 marks. If you want to know which question you have replied correctly, which question you have not replied correctly, you can ask me. I'll be able to reply each and everything because I have noted everything. Who is replying correctly for which question?
Yes, sir. I want to know which question I made mistake.
Monali Gupta. Okay. You were not able to reply what is kernel correctly. You were
Yes,
not able to reply how to check kernel version.
yes,
That's it.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I
Sai Kiran.
am cron tab I did not set, sir. Next questions.
Okay. Let me tell which are all questions you have not replied correctly.
Uh,
You are replying, it does not mean that you are replying correctly and you will get the marks. Okay. I'm saying for everyone.
okay.
So what is Linux? You have not replied correctly. What is kernel? You were not able to reply. Sorry, I'm replying for Kranti. Sorry. Sai Kiran. Yep, Sai Kiran is here. Yeah, sorry. So you were not able to reply. What is the command for adding a user in a group? Correct
Group.
command. You were not able to reply. And then yeah, cron tab. You said it correct. And how to check list of processes in a Linux system.
Uh,
Okay, these 3 questions you were not able to reply.
okay.
Anyone else wanted to know?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. You wanted to know which questions? Yeah, say it.
Zero. So,
Your voice is not audible. Please speak loud.
why is zero, sir? Market.
You were not able to reply correct questions. Sorry, correct answer, sir. You were not able to correctly introduce yourself. Yes.
Sir, group add and username is not for the group name, sir. For adding group.
Sorry, come again.
For adding the group add and username is not correct. For adding the group, which command, sir?
What was the complete command?
I don't know, sir. That's why I'm asking. I think that is only. I think.
I think I have in class I have explained about user mod, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Group add command is used to create a new user group.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that is what I know. I can cross check if it is used to add a user also. Yeah, it
Okay.
is used. It is used to add a user also, but you are required to mention the complete command. So complete
Mm.
command, group add. Sorry, no, group add is not used for that. For adding a user, I have told user mod, and then there is one more command is called user add. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody asked a question: PID 0 or PID 1 for init process. I think it should be PID 1. Did I mention wrongly PID 0?
Sir, yesterday you said PID 0,
Oh,
I think.
then I need to correct then. I will comment in that video. It should be
Then
PID
what?
1 for init process.
Then PID is 0 for what? Which process, sir?
It's not a user process actually. It's a kernel process which is responsible for paging actually. Paging or scheduling a process or something like that. All those operation has been done by kernel. Let me check what the system shows. Okay, so Likit wanted to know wrong answers. Okay, let me share a sheet here. Likit, okay. What is kernel? You have not replied correctly, or might not have elaborated more. I'm not sure if it was a one-line answer or how it is. Okay. And the second reply you were not able to give is what is the command for adding a user in a group again. And third command you were not able to reply is the cron tab. And there are some people to whom I have asked extra question beyond the topics also what I have taught, and they were able to reply. So I used to mark. Okay, let me share this itself. So there are some people, like you can see that yes plus. We're able to see. So who is here is one is Monali Gupta, another one is Ajit, and then I might not have asked remaining people. So these two people were able to reply more answers from here, changing a password, and maybe I might have gone just not for changing a password, maybe I might have asked something more and they were able to reply off the track also. And this was for scheduling a cron job. I might have passed something more in terms of scheduling a job and they were able to reply. So that is why this yes plus is there. Okay, coming back to our question. You can see that system D here is having the PID number 1. You don't see any PID number 0. Got it? It might be, but might not be visible. Here it is coming as system D. You can see that. If I might have mentioned yesterday PID 0, then I apologize for that. It should be PID 1, not 0. Okay. Anyone else wanted to know about their marks and all? Akhil, are you there? People. Okay, Akhil, you are there.
Yes, sir.
So what happened? Why you were not able to reply even a single question? Okay. Have you submitted yesterday's assignment? Akhil, are you there?
No.
Why? So you have submitted previous assignments, not yesterday's. Is it correct? Akhil, are you there?
Sorry, I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible. Tell me.
So I haven't listened to your questions, sir. I have network issues. I have joined now.
You haven't listened my question. I didn't get what you're saying. Okay, my first question was why you were not able to reply even a single question in mock interview. Akhil, I'm asking you.
Yes.
So from past 1 week, I don't see any assignment from you. Like 5th, no assignment, 6th, no assignment, 7th you have submitted. So I mean this week I can say. Okay, no problem. We'll see what we can do. If people are not performing after giving several chances, we'll see what we can do. It's not about one person, it's about many people. Okay. We are giving chance, we are spending time, but if somebody will not be able to complete the assignment on time, then we might need to do something. We might need to take some action. Because time is valuable. And if you are not respecting, then I don't think it's a good time or it's a good idea to invest more time. Okay, anyways, we'll decide that later, not now. So on Saturday also there is a mock interview and everybody is expected to be present there. And the way it has happened with 10 or 12 questions last time, it will happen now also, and which will include whatever has been covered previously. I mean, during the first mock interview and what has been covered in this week. It's going to cover everything. Okay, let's say if somebody is asking you to change the network configuration. I might have shown that where the network configuration file stays. So the network configuration file location is, first of all, this is a command to check the IP space A. My screen is visible, correct? Yep, it's visible. So here we can get to know the interface name. What interface name? Interface, why I'm saying interface? Interface is a medium which connects one medium to another medium. So interface, here the name of the interface, every interface does have a name. And here the name of the interface is Ethernet. So you might be hearing most of the time interface, but actually it's Ethernet actually. And Ethernet is an interface which connects our network card or network outside network to our computer or to our motherboard. Okay, so you can call it as an Ethernet interface or LAN interface or anything. So the name of that interface is ENP0S3, and then here we go ls etc sysconfig network -scripts, and then if cfg -enp0s3 is a file which is responsible for the network configuration in your system. Here you can see that dhcpd somewhere should be there. It's not mentioned. Okay, that's why it's not taking, it seems. Yeah, here it is. Boot proto, you can see that it's dhcp. If we write static or no, or I think we should be writing static. So after that we are required to mention all the static IPs, IPv4 and IPv4 netmask and IPv4 DNS. So all those things we are required to mention here one by one. We'll see that when we will set up a DHCP server. In a near future, we will be going to set up a DHCP server in one computer, and from another computer we will try to request the DHCP, and it comes and takes the DHCP from one system. So there we'll see how we are going to give the IP network manager. But here is the thing you need to know: what is the actual location? There are several other ways you can do, but a good way and to know this is the location. And let's say if you have any other interface here, rather than ENP0S3, if you have Wi-Fi or if you have any other interface or any other Ethernet card also, you can edit the same here. Okay, so this is about configuration. Okay, so let me add a disk here. How to add a disk in VirtualBox, you'll be able to see now. Let me turn off this machine. For turning off, you should use 0. So what is 0 actually? Okay, let me share. Okay, after this we'll go there. So let us add the disk. Okay, what I'm going to show here is like how you can add a disk into your VirtualBox and how you can format the disk. What all other methods are available to format the disk, and after that I will show you how to add a swap disk into your running system. Okay, before going ahead, I might have mentioned that there are several other utilities also comes through which you can manage your network configuration, like NMCLI, and through IP also you can manage the network configuration. Through IFCFG also you can manage the network configuration. So okay, coming back to the point here, adding a disk. Go to the setting, go to storage. So 1 second. So we'll go to SATA. Here we'll add a disk, not optical device, add a hard disk. Here add, sorry, I don't need to add, I need to create first of all. Create VDI dynamically allocated, not 8 GB, I just want 2 GB of disk. Might not have that much of a space. Create. So this is 10 GB UB, and after that I have created this 2 GB space, which it shows that not attached. So I will choose this hard disk. Yeah. Was this the name? Yeah, 2 GB CentOS.vdi. I'll press yes, and then I will. Okay. I wanted to show one more thing, so I will pack what all things I have done. I will pack up. I will not add this. Okay. So please concentrate what is going to be get displayed here. Fdisk hyphen L is going to show you SDA1, SDA2, and before that it is showing /dev/SDA. Okay. So /dev/SDA means this is the one hard disk which is present. 8589 approx 8 GB. You can see that. Sector size is this many sectors are available, and one sector is of 512 bytes. It means in one sector you'll be able to write down 512 bytes. So if you know the total number of sectors, and if you know the number of if you know how many bytes you can write down in one sector, here you will be able to get to know the complete size of the disk. How? 512 you need to multiply by this, and it will be in bytes, and after that you need to convert bytes into KB, then KB into MB, then MB into GB. You'll be able to get 8 GB. Okay. So disk label type, you can see that the DOS label, and identifier for DOS label is 0x00E34A4. So this is what I was talking about yesterday, that when you will have bootable disk, some label will get changed. The identifier will get changed. So this value will be get written onto the top of disk when it's marked as bootable. Something like that, not exactly this. Okay, so in this, okay, yeah. Here you can see that this boot has a star. So that label has not been displayed here, but yes, it has marked as boot. So the sector or that particular portion has been written to get boot from this partition, SDA2 partition, SDA2 portion. So SDA will have two partition, SDA1, SDA2. SDA1 we have given to swap, SDA2 we have given to our root file system. Okay, so this is what is currently showing, and as we are giving fdisk-l, it's displaying only /dev/SDA. Now let me turn off the system and add the hard disk. Hard disk, this is storage, come back here, CentOS to choose. Okay, start. Can you see something extra here? This is what we were able to see till this before adding the disk. Now after adding, we are able to see that /dev/sdb 2147 MB. So it's around 2 GB. Sector 512 bytes, sector IO size, minimal or optimal 512 bytes of out of 512 bytes. But it has not given that what is the disk label, what is the identifier, and how many partitions are there, because it has not been formatted at all. So before using a disk, what you are required to do, you are required to format so that the disk, whatever your disk is having, it should get let's say you are having a disk, whatever disk you are using, first of all you need to format this disk completely. After formatting, only it will erase the metadata whatever is here, which is looking at the data, that at what place data is there, so all those things has been looked by that particular metadata. So after formatting, your metadata will be get erased. There are different type of partitions also, not partition, there are different type of formats also present in the today's scenarios. So what we are talking about is normal formatting, where metadata will get erased, and after that, after erasing that metadata, we are required to make a partition out of it. That partition can utilize complete disk, or that partition can utilize some of the disk, some part of the disk. So we'll see here now. Okay, so how to format a disk in Linux currently. So we'll see this fdisk/dev/sdb. If you want to format a disk, you are required to type the disk name. So if I want to work on STB, I need to type STB. If you want to work on SDA, you should type /dev/sda. Okay, /dev/sda or /dev/sdb. Do you know what it is? It's a file actually. Okay, let me press Ctrl C. Let me show you /dev. I'm showing you here. You can see that somewhere SDA, SDB, you are able to see somewhere. Yeah, SDA, SD1, SD2, SDB. You are able to see SDB. So this is a file. So in Linux, everything is a file. So let us start the formatting. fdisk/dev/sdb. We have gone into this fdisk utility along with our SDB. You can see that what its error it's throwing. Device does not contain a recognized partition table. It does not have anything. So it is not able to recognize by any of the operating system whatever the partition our device is having. So it will not be able to read, and it will not be able to write the data also. Okay, so if you want to mount, it will throw an error. Okay, let me give an example to mount also. Mount/dev/sdb, then where I wanted to mount. I wanted to mount to MNT. You can see that what error is thrown. Mount/SDB is write protected. Mounting read only. Okay, fine. But after mounting in read only, also unknown file system type. Not able to recognize what file system type is there. If file system type is unknown, operating system will not be able to know how to read the data. So it has exited. So let me go ahead in STB, and then L used for listing all the partition type. Oh, you can see that these are all the partition types available for in day-to-day life, and what are all the hex values are present for that. Windows 95, FAT32, FAT32, FAT16. You might be able to see your pen drive or memory card formatted in FAT32 or FAT16. So the hex value for those are 51, 52. Some of them you might not have, most of them you might not have seen also. NTFS, you might be able to see this partition with your hard disk, or maybe your existing hard disk or any external hard disk. And currently we use, where is that, ext3, ext4 or XFS? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why it's not coming? All the XFS, ext3, ext4 should come under Linux only, but I think there are Solari boot, Darwin boot. There are some partitions it's not showing. Okay, we will see after formatting first of all. So let us clear this F disk, go into that. Then we need to create N. So it's asking which part, what is the partition type we wanted to give. We need to give P as a primary partition. What is the partition number? So currently I am going to give one partition number. What will be the first sector? So default it's going to take 2048. I'm going to give 2048. What is the last sector? Last sector it's having 4194303. So I just wanted to give whatever it is there. If I will press enter, it's going to take that only. And now if I press W, it's going to write whatever things I have done here. If I don't press W, if I press Q, it's simply going to exit and it will not write anything, whatever the changes I have made here. So to make these changes effective, I need to press W and exit. Sorry, I need to press W and then enter. It shows partition table has been altered. Now, once again, I will see fdisk -L. You can see that it's labeled as DOS, and the boot device, sorry, not boot device, it has a start sector from 2048 and it's naming us SDB1. Just 1 second. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this is previously it was showing only SDB. Now it is showing STB and STB1 also, and it is able to read and it is able to show you everything. Now if we try to mount, so what was the mount command? Mount command is like mount and the device name, and this is a folder name. It can be any folder. So after successful mount, whatever data you have here will be displayed in this folder, whatever you have mentioned. Let's say, for example, I will give you a folder name here as /home/ I am into root, so why to go there? Root. Then let me create a directory itself. mkdir/root/ mounting STB. Mount STB. Okay, I've created directory. So you can see that now ls/root/mount will not have anything. Anyways, after mounting also it will not have anything because this file system does not have anything. dev/stb /root/mount. Sorry, not stb, stb1. stb1 is the partition and we should mention stb1. We have written, we have, one second. Toggle the bootable flag, list unknown file system types, how to list. Okay, we can list by using fdisk-l only. It's showing it is written. So we have made the label of DOS, and I think we need to format it again using another command. mkfs.ext3 or 4. Let's make xfs/dev/sdb1. Let me see whether it has done correctly or not. Okay, it's formatted in XFS file system. Now let me mount. Okay, so we are able to mount. We don't see any error here. Okay. So we'll see that if anything is there or not. Nothing is there. Now we can create a directory or touch stb_file1. I'm just going to create 1 file, 2 file, 3 file, and cd space root/mount ls. Oh man, where I have created? Oh, I have created it there itself. mvstb. Yeah, so we are able to see that pwd is mount/sdb. We are into sdb directory, and then we have created 3 files in sdb underscore file1, file2, file3. Okay, and if we run the command unmount /dev /sdb1, okay, we need to go one step back and then unmount it, and it's unmounted. Now if we go to this cd, this directory again, we will not be able to see anything. So here what I was showing, you can see the prompt here. I was into /root/mount/sdb /root/mount underscore sdb, and when I have done ls, I was able to see the files. After unmounting, it means like I have removed the device, I have unmounted the device. I have not removed physically. I have removed the device from the operating system by using unmount command. So it complained me that it is in use. It is in use because I was into this same directory where it has been mounted. So I went one step back of the mounted directory, and then I have run unmount command again. After running unmount command, it did not throw any error. Now if I want to go in mount underscore sdb, here also I was there in mount underscore sdb, but this time nothing is there because file system where I have written the data, I have removed that file. I have removed the file system itself. Okay, so now I can show once again the mount command. If I mount, once again you will be able to see all your files, whatever is in this device, whatever is in this device, you will be able to see it here. Let me just show it here. Cd space mount sdb ls. You can see that. Okay. I will show something like that, maybe not now, later. Okay, so this is formatting of a partition or formatting of a drive, I can say. Okay, let's say you have a drive. I mean, if you want to format it once again, then once again you need to go STP, and then once again you need to create. Now you can see that it's asking from, it has read that partition 1 is already present. One partition is already present, so it's asking me to give from 2. So the meaning of that is I wanted to, here it's asking me to create further more partition, because I'm asking for a new partition. N is for new, additional partition if I want to create. If there is no partition at all, then partition number will start from 1. So one partition is already there. Let's say if I give 2, then definitely there will not be any space at all because I have used all the sectors. You can see that no free sectors available. Okay, so what I will do is, let me delete this partition. For deleting, I need to press D and I will press enter. Then it will ask, if I have only one partition, then it will ask that no, sorry, it will not ask which partition I want to delete. It will by default select the partition and delete the first partition. And let's say if I do have 2 or 3 partition, like the way I'm having in SDA, if I have something like that, then it will ask which partition I wanted to delete. Then I need to mention, and then only it will delete that partition. So it has deleted. I'll create new primary, then all default values, then I'll press W, right. Let's see if I'm able to mount that again or not. Oh, actually it's already mounted. So what are all things we have done? It's not written. So you should not do something like that. What you should not do, let me show in an image. So what I have been doing here is I'm having a hard disk, and that hard disk I have given, the name of this hard disk is given is /dev/sdb, and out of this I have created sdb1 partition, in which I have used complete sdb1. So it will display in /dev. So where I have used complete storage space. After this, I have mounted this file system in /dev. I have mounted one second. I have mounted this /dev/sdb1 to directory root /mount_sdb. So after this, after pressing enter, it mounted. So what all content was here present, you were able to see in /root directory /mount_sdb. You were able to see all the contents here. So now when it is mounted, it means this file system is busy, or it will be marked as busy even though if I am inside this directory mount_sdb. If I am inside this directory, it means it's busy. And let's say if I wanted to perform something on the top of it, like fdisk operation or format partition, so anything if I will try, it may not throw error, but it will not succeed also, because the file system is already busy. That is what we have seen here. So nothing has happened to my file system, nothing has happened to the data, everything is intact, but what all operation I have done in fdisk is gone. Operation is gone, like creating, deleting, and then writing. Nothing has happened because this device is busy. So I will unmount, and then if I will try to do again, it will permit me, and it will write the data, and it will make the changes also. I can show you here again. Let me go one directory back. I have unmounted the file system. Now let me go into this, delete, then newly create, then primary, then all default values. Now write. You can see that this time it did not throw any error. Now after I will exit. Now if I will try to mount, let's see. Yeah, I'm able to mount SDB1, and after that if I give I have reached into /root/SDB, and I'm giving ls. Why it is doing? Okay, let me go through this first. Fine, so it's just manipulating the partition table. It's not formatting the partitions. So there are two things. It's not getting shared. Let me share it again. There are two things. First is create partition table. After that, format the drive. So fdisk does only, sorry, this is fdisk, does only for create the partition table, and the formatting part is done by extfs or ext. What command we have used? Sorry, not ext. Command was mkfs
mkfs dot
dot
ext.
ext4 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 ext3 or xfs, anything. So this is command for formatting the partition to override the data and to make it a partition of ext4, ext3 or xfs. And the partition table, if you want to create, you can create a number of partition table. If you want to create, you can create by that. So whatever we have done, we have just created a partition table, but if you want to format, we need to format with this command. So let us format and see whether we are losing the data or not. So we are required to unmount. Sorry, it's busy because I'm inside the directory. I'm unmounting now. After unmounting, I will once again mkfs. I'm going to format STB1. So it's saying that it appears to be an existing file system. I need to use -f option. Now it has formatted. Now I need to mount it again, and then I need to go to that disk, go to that folder where I have mounted. I will do ls, and there is no data now. because I have already formatted here. I have already formatted the disk here, so there is no data. Guys, hold on for a second. Yep, I'm back. So, yep. So we have seen that formatting how to alter the partition table and how to format it. After that, we will go through how to format this partition system in swap file system. mkswap command is there. So we need to format the whole partition in mkswap. So for that, we need to give mkswap /dev/stp. It's busy again because I'm into the same and folder and it has not been unmounted. So after that, I will create a swap partition. I need to use -f once again. Yep. So it is formatted now. Now I need to, okay, before adding this as a swap space, I wanted to show that what is a swap space and what is the use of it and how you can get to know whether it's present in system or not. By using top command, you will be able to see several information. Like top is very much useful command. Top you will be able to see that what is the uptime and maybe the current time, load average, task, which is running and how much it's sleeping, what is the RAM size and how much it's free and how much it's getting used and how much is buffered or cached out of it. And this is swap, it's free and 0 is used. Available memory is this one, total available memory is this one. So what actually we can understand out of it is swap is used, RAM is only used. So what is the purpose of swap? Okay. So we'll go here and see what is the purpose of swap. So you have RAM. Let's say you have RAM 4 GB You have loaded your operating system which has eaten your this much amount of RAM. You have loaded some application which is eating several amount of RAM, and your RAM seems to be flooded. You have utilized your RAM fully. After this also, if you want to load some extra application in it, what it will do, this is your hard disk. Out of this you have created this much space of swap. So what it will do, whatever the pages means the memory area which is unused by this application. Let's say this much area is used and this much area is unused of swap. So if it's flooded, what your operating system will do, it will pick this area and it will move to swap. Same thing it will do for this also. Let's say if this is used, and this is unused, it will push this here in swap. So you will have this space available from RAM and this space available from RAM. So in this memory and this memory, it will load your new application. Okay, so now what happens if you try to access this application which was getting utilized by you? So let's say if you are accessing this application again, and which requires this memory area to be loaded in memory. So what happens is like when your pages moves from your RAM to swap, it's called swap in, and when your page area moves from swap to your RAM, it's called swap out. So whenever you require this application to access, what it will do, let me zoom it a little bit. Uh-oh. So whatever you were having here in swap, if you wanted to get use or you wanted to use that portion of memory, what will happen? Once again, which is not getting utilized, it will swap out and then it will swap in. Sorry, it will swap in and swap out the areas. So that is how it manages, even though if you have less RAM. This facility is not available in Windows. So this is available in Linux. So this is the use of swap. You can create several swaps. You can create another swap also. That is what we are trying to do right now using /dev/ it's way beyond big /dev/sdb. That is what we are trying to create, another swap out of it. So after this we will have a priority. Swap 1 may get more priority than swap 2. You need to define the priority, which swap you wanted to give more priority, how to happen the swapping of the pages. Okay, we'll go back to our operating system and we'll see the information where we can see the swap. Okay, I will come back here and the process is once again not now. Cat proc swap swaps. You can see that now the file system only is getting used is /dev/sda1. Now we have formatted this stb and we will do swap on space /dev/sdb. Now we'll see that. Sorry, not this one. We are required to look at this swaps. You can see that now we have /dev/sd and /dev/sdb also. Okay, now there is one file called Fstab. What it's used for? It is used for user, what to say, for user convenience, or this is required actually, I can say that. So whenever your system comes up, this Fstab file system will be get used to see which UUID will be get mounted where. This UUID can be get mounted in swap. So whenever your system starts, you will see that this is already mounted in swap root and this is already mounted in swap. So few minutes back, what we have seen is we can mount a partition /sdb /dev/sdb1. We can mount that partition into our normal file system. Also, we can store the file. So let's say if you want, whenever your system turns on, you wanted your file system to be get mounted automatically. So for that, you are required to add your arguments here, UUID and what is the where you wanted to give, what is the file system types. These things you need to mention here in etc/fstab. If you want to look, you can look at man page of Fstab. Static information about the file system. The file Fstab contains descriptive information about the various file system. Fstab is only read by programs and not written. It is the duty of the system administrator to properly create and maintain this file. Let's say if you are going to delete this file. Let's say if you are going to delete this line, your system will not boot at all. Okay. So you need to recover that. It will not be able to mount this file system. So you are required to recover that. If you are able to recover, it's good. If you're not, then need to format it. So it's administrator's responsibility to correctly edit this file. This is crucial. This is also crucial. You should not remove these two entries. After this, if you wanted to add any extra partition for your personal use, so that whenever you turn on your system, it should be get mounted, you can add. And if you delete also, no problem. But yes, one more thing I wanted to say, that if you are going to do any mistake here, your system will get stuck during boot itself, that it is not able to mount the file system written in Fstab. So it will wait, and after some point of time, if it's times out, then only it boots your system. So any wrong entry may corrupt your system. Sorry, any deletion may corrupt your system, not wrong entry. After this, if you're doing any wrong entry, may delay your startup. So why I told this, the reason for saying this is like whatever swap we have created, you are required to know the UID of that swap, and then you can add this here, and that swap will get automatically mounted as a swap partition whenever your system boots up. So right now I can boot the system, and you can see that, not Fstab, you can see that here SDA1, SDB, SDA1 and SDB are two partitions made for swap. If I reboot, SDB will be gone because SDB is not mentioned to be get mounted as swap. You can see that. So if I want SDB to be get mounted as swap, I need to write that entry in Fstab. So it's not for swap, it's for any partition. If you want any partition to be get mounted automatically, you are required to edit Fstab. So that is about swap. Okay, I'm pasting a link for everyone. Everyone can open this link, or you can simply Google also that what is run level and how to, and what are all run level present in the Linux. So here we are into multi-user run level, and systemctl list hyphen units will give us all the units, but we want only target type. Okay, so here we have 17 units, but we'll try to understand that. First of all, we'll go to the web page. Okay, in that run level has been defined. Run level means like, what is called run level? Run level means like, if you are at that particular run level, it means only those things will be working, or you will have that much kind of privilege, and only those things which are all specified by that run level will work there. So run level 0. So there are 6 type of run levels in Linux. So run level 0 is a kind of halt run level. I can share this once again. So this is halt. Whenever you use this run level, your system is going to get halted and shut down actually. Whenever you use this only one single user mode, this is what I was talking about, and 2 is not used, or it's a kind of like user defined. You can define your run level. If you go in that run level, what are all things you wanted to get run. And this is multi-user mode, and this is where we are into currently, multi-user text mode. And when you have login screen, or whenever you are using GUI, that you will switch back to multi-user GUI mode, and this is again not used, and this is reboot. There has to be a networking mode also somewhere. It's not listing. So okay, so here all your networking will be enabled in full multi-user. Here also all your networking will be enabled in this. Oh man, why it's doing like this? So yeah, so this user we are into currently, and this will be enabled when you are using graphical user interface. This you will have network. This also you will have network, and single user mode you will not have network. You will not have network, and this is going to shut down your system. This is going to reboot your system. So that is what you might have seen. I am giving init 0 is going to shut down. Init 6 is going to reboot my system. This is how I used to go in one init mode to another init mode. This is one way of doing it. So by default, For normal user, when you're using server or normal text mode, it gives you this run level, and if you're using GUI, this will give you this run level. So with an X based login means like whatever you are using, are you using GDM or KDM? I might have shown some example, not example, I might have shown given some example of the graphics display manager like JDM, KD, XFC, or Ubuntu. Ubuntu is also another type of GDMs or display managers. So all those things are here. So this is about run level actually. Okay. So yep. Whenever we need to debug, what is the use of different run level? Whenever we need to debug something, we go there. Normally we come back here. These are all free for you to define on your own. This is for display in graphical user mode. This is to shut down, this is to restart. So we have seen how to shut down and how to restart. You can see now also init 6, if I give, it will reboot the system. It will shut down and start on its own. Oh, I'm not sharing, it seems. Let me share this. Is it visible, correct? Screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So this is how the run level logic get displayed. Now we have topic firewall and SE Linux. Okay. So we are up with the time. So let me stop the recording here itself.